Hey guys, welcome back to another review on our YouTube channel. I'm Steve Housen, and today I'm going to be showing you another Advanblack product. We got a 2013 Road King in here, and today we're going to update those dingy brown halogen bulbs that comes in these bikes to the nice bright white LEDs. We've got the 7-inch headlight, and we also have the 4.5-inch passing lamps too, guys. I'm going to show you before and an after, so you got a good idea of why it's awesome just to upgrade. You can see better, people can see you better. It's just a good thing to do. But check out the channel, guys, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit those like buttons, comment. I love kicking it back and forth with you guys on the channel. That's awesome. And we appreciate the heck out of it, guys. It's what keeps this channel going. All the subscriptions and all the likes keep this channel going and make it worth it to come out here and make these videos for you. Now that we got all that out of the way, guys, let's get into the install. When you order this kit, you can just order the 7-inch headlight, and you can just order the passing lamps. Maybe you already have a headlight. It is sold separately on advanblack.com. Like I said, check it out, or you can order it as a kit. In the kit, you will get the 4.5-inch passing lamps, you will get the 7-inch headlight, and you will also get the adapter wires that you need for your bike. And that goes for the 14 and ups too. You just have different adapters. For the 13 downs to 09, you're going to have to purchase a separate mounting bracket. Back behind that headlight, there's no room for an LED. So we'll actually take that bracket out and put it back on. I'll put the links to everything that you're going to need for the different bikes down in the description. So basically, when we get this setup done, guys, the high beam is going to be 3,200 lumens, low beam's 2,400 lumens. And when you add the passing lamps, of course, only to the low beams, unless you have that switch where you can run them all the time. On this bike, it's stock, so you'll be adding another 1,600 lumens to the sides of the road in low beam. So it's almost kind of like a fog light situation, just like on your vehicles. When you kick the high beam on, your auxiliary should turn off unless you have the adapter that runs them all the time. Now this is a 2013, and already this headlight is showing some fogging and fading on the inside. I'm not quite sure if the camera's really picking that up very good, but that is just going to get worse. It's on the inside. It's not moisture. It's just really discoloring the glass. So this is the other bulb that you're going to get. Of course, we got the chrome here. You will have the other adapter. It's on here for the 2014 ups, but for this bike, we don't need it. So we're just going to go ahead and unplug that and get that out of the way. So right down here at the bottom of this ring, basically you want to take this chrome ring off. There's a Phillips head screw. You just get that loose. Once you get it loose, you can turn it a little bit and it's easier to get to. I highly recommend that you do that. Once you start getting it loose and it'll spin, just get it up here where you can get to it. I don't usually take them all the way off. I don't unthread it all the way out, because you can take it out just like that. And just pay attention to the way it comes apart as well. You've got your chrome ring on the front, and then you have your light, and then you have this bracket in the back. This little bracket in the back is what keeps this headlight from spinning around. If you can see that in the camera, it does have a lip on it. Just remember that the lip rolls back. And hopefully you can see on here as well, there's a little tab right here at the bottom, and there's 2 notches. These 2 notches keep the headlight in place, and then this little tab keeps the entire thing in place. If you look on the bottom of the light right here, there's a little notch out right there. That little notch out, you just line up with that tab. The tabs on the headlights line up with this. Sandwich it all back together, put your O-ring on, and tighten it down. It's that easy. So now that we've got our LED ready to put in, hopefully on the back right here you can see those notches. There's one here and there's one on the other side, and that's the notches that I was telling you about. So you want to line those up, and as you can see, it's going to stop that from spinning. So then you just have your little notch on the bottom, you line that up to the little notch in the housing. So you slip that on over your wire, you get it plugged in, just like that. Now it's really important when you're putting this back together, you got a little bit more wire in here. So I always just try to make sure that that clip is dead center in the middle like that. I know it's going to move around on you a little bit, guys. Sometimes it can be a pain to get it back on, but you kind of want that dead center in there. If you get it off to the side, it's not going to let your ring go back on the outside correctly. So just kind of hold it until you get almost all the way in. You want to get that tab in the bottom just to make sure that it's not going to spin on you. Just like that. I just found it. Get your ring and put it on the bottom. You just sandwich it all back together. I'll go ahead and spin this up here until it gets a little bit tight so I can get to the screw. Once it starts to get tight, I'll go ahead and spin it down to where it's supposed to go at the bottom. I have to switch over to this side over here and get in there with a small Phillips screwdriver and get that thing tightened down. Just look at the front, make sure everything is lined up. We'll just check it real quick. There's your old dingy brown headlight. And now your bright white LEDs. So what we're gonna do now is change out the 7-inch LED headlight, guys, and it's very, very important to note right here. Remember all of this. On the 14 ups, you don't have to change out this bracket. As you can see on here, this has all of your adjustments on it. What's going on behind the 13 to 09s, there's a nice little cut back here. The new LED headlight has heat sink fins on it that won't fit inside that cup. So we have to change it out and make that hollow. So the first thing you want to do before you change out that bracket that has the adjustment screws in it is turn and face your bike towards a wall. Right now, we're not worried about backing your bike away 25 feet and marking 4 feet on the wall and all that good stuff. However far you got it, it doesn't matter. Just try to get it at least 5 feet away. Mark on your wall where your cutoff line is. Turn your headlight on, you'll see a distinct cutoff line that's produced by that headlight. That cutoff line is what stops you from blinding other traffic. So change out your headlight and your bracket, turn your light back on, and look and see where your new LED light falls out on that cutoff line. If you're too low, you're not going to get enough headlight down the road, and if you're too high, you're going to get flashed high beams all the time. To get this one off, the stock one off, there's a screw, Phillips head screw again, right down here at the bottom. Now that we have the ring off, we can see our adjustment screws, guys, right here at the top and right here on the side. One's going to be left and right, one's going to be up and down. So we don't want to mess with those because we already know we have to change out this bracket back here, which is attached to the adjustment screws. So you'll see a screw up here, a screw over here, and a screw over here. Phillips head, get you a little bit bigger Phillips head screwdriver than the ones that you use to take out the little screws, and go ahead and take those 3 off and remove this ring. When you take that last one out, make sure you got a hold of the headlight, guys, because that's actually what holds that headlight in. You're gonna pop that ring off. You don't want that coming down and smacking into your fender. So take that off. You can pull this out. You can disconnect it from the back. And there's our old nasty, brown, dingy, fogged up headlight. So you've got some Phillips head screws all the way around this outer perimeter right here that we need to remove. Simply pull that right off, guys, and get that out of the way. Now, when you're putting the new adapter ring on, guys, you'll see this one tab at the bottom. There's only one on there. You've got a square tab at the top. You got this little tab at the bottom right here with a hole in it. It's kind of bent up at an angle. Put that at the very bottom, because that's where your trim ring that we took off first, that's the screw hole for it right there. So make sure this is at the very bottom. Just line up the rest of your holes and replace the screws. Once you have everything tight, now we're ready to put the headlight in. Once you have the adapter installed, guys, go ahead and take this trim ring here off using this screw, and this screw over here. Now that we have the trim ring off, guys, we're ready to install our LED. If you're wondering which way this goes, this way or this way, just look at the top right here, guys. It says DOT SAE on there. Just make sure you can read that and you know that that's up. Go ahead and plug in our new headlight. Like I said, the 09 to 13 doesn't need the adapter. Now, once you get that into place, guys, you're going to put your trim ring back on, and this will only go one way where all of your screw holes will line up. So just make sure that you just put it on here and you just spin it around until they all line up with where they need to go. Now, before I go ahead and put my trim ring back on, remember, these are where your adjustment screws are. So I'm going to kill it real quick. I'm going to turn the bike back to the wall where I have it already marked. I'm going to readjust my headlight, because like I said, we replaced this, so this may be dead on, it may be crazy off. So just remember to adjust your headlight before you put your trim ring back on. So once we have that done, guys, all we have left to do is put our trim ring back on. Slide that into place. We've got our screw ready. We put it in, and then this is good to go. So that's pretty much it right there, guys. There's not a whole lot to it. You can do that at home. No reason to take that out and have pay somebody to do that. You've seen how easy it was to do. It takes about 30 minutes to do it yourself at home. Check out the products on advanblack.com. Like I said, I'm gonna put the links down in the description to all of this stuff. You can check it out. If you have any comments or you have any questions about this install, you guys know the deal. Write down in the comment boxes down there. Hit me up. I check YouTube just about every day, and I try to get back to you as quick as I can and help you the best that I can. But I'm gonna get out of here and get my butt back to work. And until the next video, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze.